We got Michael Knowles testifying before Congress on radical leftism.
Alrighty.
All right.
His caption says, it turns out the left commits relatively little political violence when you don't count the political violence that the left commits.
Shout out to Michael Knowles, man, friend of the channels. Hopefully we'll have him on this channel someday. I mean, we had the vlog with him, but I think he also is going to be at the Blazekot Summit, which we'll tell you more about later. Go ahead.
Never suggested that we condemn political violence, which surely we must all do. But then he suggested that we not try to pinpoint exactly which side the violence comes from. This seems to me confusing and misbegotten, as one cannot solve.
Who said that?
I think he got cut off a little bit in the beginning, but
Suggested that we
a member suggested.
Oh, a member suggested.
But then he suggested that we not try to pinpoint exactly which side the violence comes from. This seems to me confusing and misbegotten, as one cannot solve a problem if one does not know where the problem lies. In light of the murder of my friend Charlie Kirk by a leftist assassin, I am gratified to see that at least some members of our federal legislature are now confronting the consistent and escalating pattern of left-wing terrorism.
I have an idea. The left wants to get rid of their guns. A leftist buyback program. If you're a registered Democrat,
I love that.
If you're a registered Democrat,
I love
we
that.
will buy your gun back.
We will take your guns back.
Country. Lest I be accused of partisan invective, on September 23rd, no less an emblem of American liberalism than The Atlantic magazine published an article citing a recent study from the Center for Strategic and International Studies, admitting that the left is more violent today than the right. Less honest liberals, including members of Congress, continue to deny this fact. Lest I be accused of partisan invective, on September 23rd, no less an emblem of American liberalism than The Atlantic magazine published an article.
Wow. Okay, so this is Atlantic magazine, and this is after Charlie Kirk. So I'm guessing the study wasn't done after Charlie Kirk in order to get it published that soon. It probably was a study already in motion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Citing a recent study from the Center for Strategic and International Studies, admitting that the left is more violent today than the right. Less honest liberals, including members of Congress, continue to deny this fact. Democrat Congressman Seth Moulton, for example, reacted to Charlie's assassination by blaming the right. Congressman Moulton claimed that 3/4 of political violence in the United States comes from the right, while only 4% comes from the left. That claim struck me, as it probably does many of you, as suspect. So I looked into just a few recent examples that came to mind of prominent left-on-right violence. The Covenant School Massacre in Nashville, in which a identifying Christian school children after outlining her ideological motivations. According to authorities, there was no ideological motive there.
Oof.
Yeah.
Remember that one.
Yep.
The Black Lives Matter riots, overtly leftist demonstrations that left dozens of people dead and over $1 billion worth of property damage. Likewise, those failed to show up on registers of left-wing political violence. Even an attack by Antifa that targeted me personally, as well as conservative college students for our political views, appeared in official records and datasets as nothing more than obstructing law enforcement. It turns out the left commits relatively little political violence when you don't count the political violence that the left commits.
That's great. So what he's saying is that all of these...
no one's counting this.
Yeah, all of these instances of left political violence, which is exactly what it is is counted as like, oh, it's just obstruction of an officer. It's like, no. It was way more intense. So they're just not counting it towards the stats, and so now it looks super cushy on their side.
Yeah, well, it's also dismissed as like, oh, these folks, just getting a little rowdy, like mostly peaceful protest.
Yeah, mostly peaceful.
And it's like, man,
it's the new term.
Nah, but you understand the downstream effects of it because you go, well, if you actually believe silence is violence, and if someone doesn't speak out against the same thing you're speaking out against, and they're complicit in it, and not just complicit, are violent.
Yeah.
Well, then it would make sense to why that ideology would also lead to violence.
Hello.
I am here today to speak about that single illustrative incident. On April 18th, 2023, I was invited to participate in a debate at the University of Pittsburgh on the topic of transgenderism. Before the debate, several hundred left-wing protesters gathered outside the Student Center, many dressed uniformly in black with face coverings. They lit the street on fire while burning me in effigy with a little mustache painted on my face. All because I hold the view, as most Americans do, that men cannot become women. Buildings in the area were placed on a soft lockdown. As the Pittsburgh Bureau of Fire put out my burning effigy, an Antifa operative named Brian DePippa, hiding behind his wife, Crystal, rolled 2 smoke bombs under police barricades.
Jeez.
Attendees scattered while demonstrators chanted, "Fascists go home." DePippa then threw a lit firework into a group of police officers protecting the building. The explosion injured several officers, including severe and life-altering injuries to a female officer.
Jeez.
Oh. Goodness gracious.
And he's saying that was not counted as left-wing political violence.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously.
And now what people say is, what about January 6th? It's like, that was bad too.
Yeah. Obviously.
Right? Like,
yeah.
that was bad too. It's not good either to storm the Capitol and whatever happened and the details around that. But that doesn't, like what he just described, sound is more violent than most of these situations that are attributed to the right within recent memory.
Yes.
I'm sure there's stuff that happened 15 years ago, 10 years ago that was different. I think of Charlottesville seems to have been right political violence with the dude driving the car through and that whole thing, right? Killing people. That was like the last.
Wasn't that a Muslim guy that had the ISIS flag?
I don't think so.
No, that was Mardi Gras.
That was Mardi Gras. And I think a Muslim guy, I think that happened in Times Square too.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Michael Knowles definitely nailed it with regards to the reality. And depending on what study you cite, he's pointing to the Atlantic, but even in pointing to the Atlantic, he's saying there's a lot of stuff that's underreported because you just don't want to acknowledge that the left commits political violence.
Yeah, exactly. The people that are tasked with marking something as political violence or not tend to have maybe a bias. Who would have thought? And then aren't marking it that way. You know, so that's pretty concerning. And
by the way, speaking of concerning, Michael Knowles will be at the Blazekot Summit, ladies and gentlemen.
Come on.
Why is this concerning? Well, if Christians keep fleeing the institutions, keep fleeing the marketplace, keep fleeing the very areas we're called to impact, this stuff's only going to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse.
Yep.
So we're putting on a summit. It's the second annual. First one was bananas, amazing, a lot of incredible feedback. We got Wes Huff doing a keynote. My man KB from Southside Rabbi, Ninjas and Butterflies, Trizzle Man Fitness, and your very own. I'll be speaking at as well, but as well we have Michael Knowles. We are consistently adding names to this event. It's happening in Oceanside, California, March 5th, 6th, and 7th. Get your tickets now because you have plenty of time. You can get on a payment plan. You can book your travel, all that sort of stuff, months and months in advance. This is going to come up faster than you know it. So go to blazekotsummit.com. Get your tickets. We just added Mike Winger. We just added Gavin Ortland. It has been an amazing time planning this thing, and we're basically trying to anchor people in a biblical worldview to help impact their day-to-day virtues so they can go and then impact the world with their biblical worldview and their virtues. That's the vision of the Blazekot Summit, and we hope you can join us. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. If you liked it, then hit the like button. If you liked it a lot and have a thought to share, leave a comment. If you are listening to this on the podcast app, make sure to leave a review, and you could even leave a comment over there. And if you want to watch another video that is recommended just for you, hit this video over here. Let me know if they nailed it. Also, you could partner with us monthly, which helps us out a lot in our monthly community, get access to early drops and all that kind of good stuff over here. All right, I'll see you over there. Peace.